when she was 19. She had enough money to go into a boxing gym, and she has found herself to be an absolute natural in this sport. It's our opening bout of the night in the women's bantamweight division, scheduled for 6 rounds. Rosalinda Rodrigez versus Martina Horgasx.
Yeah, not a whole lot jumps out at me with the tail of the tape, with the exception of the age. Rodriguez, 12 years the senior. We'll see if that'll be age or, in my opinion, more experience to her advantage.
Again, Michael Bale.
And welcome to Sam's Town Hotel and Gambling Hall here in Las Vegas, Nevada, where tonight, live on UFC Fight Pass, Roy Jones Jr. Boxing Promotions presents an evening of professional boxing action. Tonight's bouts are sponsored by Pete Rose, home of the Hit King, and sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Anthony A. Marnell III. The 3 judges scoring this bout will be Adelaide Bird, Tim Cheatham, and Ricardo Ocasio. And the referee in charge, Russell Mora. Let's get the action started. Our first bout is in the bantamweight division and is scheduled for 6 rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She is wearing the black trunks, official weight 117 and 1/2 pounds. She has a professional record of 5 wins, 2 losses, 4 of her wins coming by way of a knockout. From Solno, Hungary, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Martina Horgasx. And now let's welcome her opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. She is wearing the red trunks with white and gold trim. Official weight 117 and 1/2 pounds. She has a perfect professional record of 9 wins, no losses. 2 of her wins coming by way of a knockout. From Fort Lauderdale, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Rosalinda Rodrigez.
Rodriguez said she wants to be more aggressive in this rematch, even though she was victorious for the first time around October of last year. Horgasx said, I was essentially a beginner in that last bout. I've improved a lot since that loss. As you hear the final instructions from referee Russell Mora. Horgasx 3-0 with 2 knockouts. Again, under the unified rules of the ABC, women's bouts scheduled for 2-minute rounds. Round number 1. Quick start from the Hungarian Horgasx. Tonight's fight clock is presented by Pete Rose, home of the Hit King.
Horgasx off to a big start, rushing it, but a little wild in her approach. Also looking straight down to the canvas. Look for the right uppercut of Rodriguez to follow if she keeps coming in like that with that head down.
Red, white, and gold for Rosalinda Rodriguez. Black and white for Martina Horgasx. Flurry of punches, good right hand from Horgasx on the inside.
And before that, Rodriguez landed a couple of nice right hands, one to an uppercut and one to the body. Good action early on, and they go fast in women's boxing, only 2-minute rounds. Good combination by Rosalinda.
We just heard the outstanding referee Russell Moore warn the fighters, watch your head on the inside. Good body attack now from Horgasx. The counter right to the body, Rodriguez in the left hand.
This could be in a phone booth thus far. They're just staying pretty close to each other. Now Horgasx giving up a little bit of ground as she went in with that furious start that she had.
Horgasx just jabbing body. Now Rodriguez trying to walk down Martina Horgasx. Horgasx firing back. Left hand on the glove.
Rodriguez really doing a good job of planting that right hand to the body and to the head, and I think it got the attention of Horgasx early. There's a nice uppercut.
40 seconds remaining, a very fast round number 1. Punches not getting through, straight left hand, right counter right hand, right back from Horgasx. Both fighters continuing to throw.
There's that right uppercut that I keep calling for because Horgasx is leaning her head, looking down, wide open for the right uppercut of Rodriguez.
Both fighters having their moments here in round number 1. Get him up. Walk down pressure now from Rodriguez again. Off of the jab, left hand not getting through from Martina Horgasx. Rodriguez body, head, body, digging that left to the rib cage. Again, the forward pressure from Rosalinda Rodriguez. Final seconds, round number 1. And there is the bell.
That was an outstanding first round, especially for the fans in attendance here at Sam's Town, and a good, especially good round for Rosalinda there. I gave her that first round. Really good utilization of the right hand. Also had her jab going. Horgasx had her moments as well in the opening stanza. See those arms there, Sean, along the ropes? The trainer should learn to put those arms down and let the blood flow. Action in round number 1. Right hand to the body by Rodriguez. Good defense by Rodriguez. And a nice jab to punctuate things there in that combination. But Horgasx had her moments as well.
While we were in replay, referee Russell Moore walked over to the corner of Rosalinda Rodriguez and told her, keep your punches up. Referee speak, that's called a soft warning. To round number 2 we go. The fighters immediately to the center of the ring. Rodriguez again working off of the jab. Snap jab, overhand right from Rodriguez.
The greatest fighter, of course, out of Hungary, Laszlo Papp, who won 3 straight Olympic gold medals in the late 40s and 50s. I asked Horgasx and her training people did. Of course, they knew about him right away. Never was a world champion, but one of the great amateurs of all time. Back and forth action here in round number 2. Still, though, Rodriguez the more accurate and precise of the two.
Rodriguez throwing, some of those getting through, some on the gloves of Horgasx for their high, tight striking guard. Head down, Horgasx now coming forward. Horgasx trying to work off of the one, as has Rodriguez thus far. And there's that snap jab. Slick little uppercut. There's the left hand from Horgasx. Horgasx throwing the 1-2.
Horgasx doing a little bit better in this round, but still with that head looking straight down. That's why she's getting hit with those uppercuts. She's looking down to the canvas, not at her opponents. The lowest you want those eyes to go is to the chest or something, not straight down to the canvas where you can't see what's going on. Nice placement of the right hand and good back and forth action there.
Good right hand. Rodriguez waving on Horgasx, but a good sequence for the Hungarian Martina Horgasx. She told us she wanted to fight to the inside. Something she feels she does very well is set, especially with her Muay Thai base.
She's
25 seconds remaining round 2.
You can see that she's strong, Horgasx, athletically strong.
Good combination. 5 now, 6 punches, and counter right hand from Horgasx to finish. Horgasx off the jab. Smile on the face of Rosalinda Rodriguez. Left hand not getting through from Horgasx. Uppercut from Rodriguez just misses the mark. Another furious round, and we are heading to round 3.
Those rounds go fast, especially with the action as scintillating as that. Back and forth, ebb and flow by Rodriguez and Horgasx. So young fighters, young trainers out there watching, listening. See the arms there? Get them down to the side. Pull them in front. Don't lay them along the side. Be in the posture that young lady is right now, Rodriguez, where the blood can flow. Sorry, Sean, I can't help but putting my teaching cap on. Action in round 2. It was just as good as round 1. Back and forth. Nice little shoe shine combination by Rodriguez. Hands down, baiting Horgasx. Horgasx missed with a right hand there, but she did land some nice combinations of her own. However, I still gave the round to Rodriguez.
To round number 3 we go. Scheduled for 6 women's 118-pounders. 9 in a row, Rosalinda Rodriguez versus 5-2 Martina Horgasx. Again, one of those 2 defeats. Rodriguez defeating Horgasx October of last year, 6-round unanimous decision. Since then, Horgasx 3-0 with 2 knockouts. And she feels that she is a completely different fighter in this rematch. More aggression on the 1-2, but Rodriguez doing a good job of catching a lot of those punches on her gloves. Jab to the body now from Rodriguez, bouncing her step. Overhand right from Horgasx.
Rodriguez had about 45 amateur fights, and Horgasx, I don't think, had any. And you can see just the more polished of the two, although it's a very competitive close fight. You can just see the more polished of the two is Rodriguez, and she's already held an NABF title, and she's ranked 10 right now by the WBC. She's just the more polished of the two.
Good right hand from Rodriguez gets through.
Punches up.
Punches up is the call from Russell Moore. Again to Rosalinda Rodriguez. Good hook to the body from Horgasx. That was clean on the waistline from Rodriguez. More walk down pressure now from the Floridian Rosalinda Rodriguez. Cutting off that ring slowly, Smitty. Good left hand. Right in the left, there's the uppercut to the inside. 30 seconds remaining, round 3.
There's the left uppercut twice getting in there by Rodriguez. She's pretty pinpoint in her accuracy.
Morgan telling the fighters, watch your head to the inside. More volume punches from Rodriguez. Now Horgasx to the body, looking a bit arm-weary with that right, and that right as well. Overhand right misses. A bit of mugging now from Rodriguez on that right-handed miss from Horgasx. That right got through, and again you see Rodriguez mugging, coming through with punches of her own. The intensity continues through the opening 3 rounds.
Rodriguez really lets her hands go in little shoe shine combinations that I like. Not every time trying to put so much power on every shot. There's a jab, right hand, comes right back. Begins with a jab, ends with the jab. Loops the right hand over the top, comes back underneath. Really good accuracy and placement of the shots by Rodriguez. I've given her all 3 rounds because of this. Just the accuracy of her shots, the way she places them.
In the white baseball cap, that is Ada Velez, the former IBF Women's Super Bantamweight World Champion, the head trainer of Rosalinda Rodriguez.
Known her a long time, and she is outstanding.
Very intense thus far through the opening 3 rounds. To the second half of this rematch we go. Quick start from Rodriguez. There's that jab. Big straight punches from Rodriguez. And again cutting off the ring. You see Horgasx, Smitty, just waiting the counter, but taking a lot of shots, waiting for that counter. There's the counter right hand.
Yeah, she told me Mike Tyson was her favorite fighter, and she came out like Tyson. Now she's giving ground, and you know what would happen to Mike when he gave ground? Not a good sign.
Rodriguez continuing to throw long, straight punches. And keeping a high striking guard. Doing very well defensively as well. Doing very well with that ring generalship. More walk down pressure. Flip left hand from Horgasx got through. There's the infighting. This is an area where Horgasx felt that she would excel in this bout, but Rodriguez has looked very strong thus far.
And that's due to all that amateur experience. She's only had a few more pro fights, but have been against better competition. This is Horgasx's only second fight in the U.S., the other one being against Rodriguez. So she's just the more seasoned fighter, Rodriguez, and you can see it in these sequences. Man, good uppercuts.
The left and the right hand. Big combination. 40 seconds remaining, round 4. Rodriguez really finding her range now in this 4th round. But she's really been finding her range, in all honesty, since the early stages of round 1.
That head of Horgasx in a really, again, vulnerable situation like that. When she just comes looking straight down. She's tiring out a little bit because of all of this pressure mentally and physically from Rodriguez.
You see those shots from Horgasx. They're landing on the arms, the shoulders, and the gloves of Rosalinda Rodriguez.
Because Rodriguez is seeing everything you can't see from the position that Horgasx is fighting in at times.
More big shots. That's the left hand that got through from Horgasx. The level change, the feint. It's to round 5 we go. Smitty, these 2-minute rounds do fly by.
Yeah, they really do. And but these two are wasting. There wasn't much feeling out process, and they're usually not with the ladies. I'm enjoying this one. What I really like about Rodriguez too is that not every shot is hard. You know, I'm always preaching to young fighters that not every shot has to be hard. She knows when to set down on her punches and when to ease up on her punches. And sometimes when you ease up, it sets up the big shots to follow. It also helps you keep your stamina there. I love the calm demeanor of that corner.
Seconds out. Fix the belt, coach. Thank you.
Round number 5.
go.
Call of let's go from our outstanding referee, Russell Moore, one of the best in all of boxing. The Nevada Commission, the referees, the judges, the inspectors, the doctors, timekeepers, one of the best in all of the ABC.
And implementing something kind of different. They're going to perhaps go to replay if need be tonight, if there's any situation that would call for it. Perfect timing given what happened to the Vegas Golden Knights against the Sharks the other night. Dare I bring up that subject here in Vegas.
This is the first professional boxing bout with the Nevada Commission where replay is an option. Jay Nady, outstanding boxing referee, is officially the review official this evening. 65 seconds remaining, round 5. Right hand doesn't get through from Horgasx. Good uppercut in the left hand. That got through on sequence from Rodriguez.
Rodriguez did a great job of turning her head, a la what Canelo likes to do so much, turning her head and letting that right hand, that powerful right hand of Horgasx slide by instead of land. I'm really impressed with the skills of Rodriguez. And Horgasx doing a good job. I have her losing every round, but she's in every round, just losing every round on my card.
Horgasx definitely competitive, but sitting back like this, waiting for the big shot. 3 in sequence, but none landing. Rodriguez has been the busier fighter, and she's landed a lot more. Snap jab from Rosalinda Rodriguez. Another jab, big rear uppercut with the right hand, then the left hand.
Yeah.
Horgasx walked right into that left. Good right hand from Horgasx. There's the infighting that she wanted. Final seconds now, round number 5. Scheduled for 6, women's bantamweight division. Rosalinda Rodriguez versus Martina Horgasx. More big stuff from Rodriguez just before the bell.
Another round in the bank for Rodriguez. Again, when you score fights, clean punching, effective aggressiveness, ring generalship, and defense. And we're seeing all of that from both fighters, especially, and a lot more of it from Rodriguez. 5-zip on my card.
Jeff Moen, for you MMA hardcores like me, watching on UFC Fight Pass, you know that he was one of the first major UFC judges brought in by Art Davie. Now the Deputy Executive Director, Bob Bennett, also in attendance, the Executive Director here for the Nevada State Athletic Commission. What a crew. Bob Bennett, Jay Nady with the baseball cap, Jeff Moen.
It's Las Vegas, baby.
This is the 6th and final round.
Very strong through the opening 5 minutes for Rosalinda Rodriguez. Nothing decided yet. To the 6th and final round now we go. Horgasx opening with the left hand. She has slowed down, though, considerably in this bout, Smitty, as Horgasx.
Yeah, if she got off to a furious start. But it's all, look at this, look at the hand speed, and the combination punches, and the defense, and the ring generalship. There, Rodriguez is getting clipped with a little right hand, but she's kind of controlling. She's setting and sort of baiting Horgasx in to land, I think, her own uppercuts. So she's in control. Look at that.
Told us yesterday in our fighter meeting, I want to get inside of Rodriguez's reach. I feel like I will have the advantage, constant body punches. Horgasx has been inside that reach a lot, but it's been Rodriguez, the busier fighter in the pocket.
There's one other criteria I go to when I score a fight, other than the 4 I mentioned. It's who's doing more of what they want to do in there, and clearly it's Rodriguez doing that. Look at that nice jab to the body, the Floyd Mayweather-esque jab, and there was an interesting foot move, or leg movement. I don't understand that one.
Almost a double punch there by Rodriguez. Really having fun now in the final round of this fight. You see the mugging from Rosalinda Rodriguez. Feels as though she is on the verge of going 10-0 in her pro boxing career and 2-0 against Martina Horgasx. 5 seconds remaining in this fight.
Horgasx is really tired right now, too. You can see her mouth open. She's taken a lot of punishment and given a lot back. She's still going strong, but, man, she's getting clipped with some clean shot. That's the first time I've actually seen her hold on.
Horgasx continuing to try to throw, but looking somewhat weary in those arm punches. Contrast that to how the Hungarian Martina Horgasx was really throwing with power in the opening round of this bout. Final seconds now. Left hand from Horgasx. Rodriguez walking through it, rear uppercut, slipping that left hook. Good left hand. Fighting to the bell. And the end of a really fun fight in the women's bantamweight division.
I saw some Roy Jones Jr. stuff there at the end. Doing some hitting behind the head. I don't. And then she threw 2 punches at once. Interesting. I don't know how you score that. I give her the round anyway. Maybe I give her an extra point. But clearly she won the fight on my scorecard with a shutout.
Technically, and I say this as a former pro boxing referee, Smitty, you cannot legally throw 2 punches at the same time. It's technically a push.
Yeah, I've seen.
Moore wasn't concerned in that sequence, however.
She's just having fun out there. Hector Camacho used to do the same thing. Vinny Pazienza and some of the guys when they're showboating and antics. It's mainly for the fans. It doesn't do much on the scorecard. You're right. Sometimes, if it's done earlier in a fight, it could aggravate the judges as well. But you see the real skill of Rodriguez there. She's setting up her left jab, and then that right uppercut, the way she throws it, perfect, the timing of it. Good left jab, setting up the right hand, showboats the right hand, and then lands an uppercut. Good defense, slipping shots. And on my card, a shutout. And sure should remain unbeaten.
I think perhaps the only suspense will the 3 Nevada Commission judges score this a shutout as well. 60-54 across the board for Rosalinda Rodriguez. We shall see. You and I are often surprised.
Yeah.
I am in every combat sport I commentate. I don't think there's going to be a surprise, however, in this one. RJJ Boxing live on UFC Fight Pass tonight from Sam's Town Hotel and Gambling Hall. It's really one of the greatest fight cities in the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Here is Michael Vale.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges, Adelaide Bird, Tim Cheatham, and Ricardo Ocasio, scored about the same, 60-54. For your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Rosalinda Rodriguez.
All 3 Nevada judges seeing it just as you had it on your unofficial scorecard, Smitty.
Yeah.
6 rounds to none, 60-54 across the board for Rosalinda Rodriguez.
She looked really impressive, and she could be heading towards a world title shot. I think she'd be competitive with anyone, and I enjoy watching her fight. And you'll see why, because she has all the skills. Good defense, the left jab, combinations, picking off shots, landing shots, to the body, to the head, the entire combo. She knows how to execute and make adjustments, although she really didn't have to make many adjustments in this fight. Just keep letting her hands go. She did a lot of that. Horgasx, to her credit, though, hung in there and made it up. Although every round went to Rodriguez, they were competitive rounds, as you see. I look forward to seeing Rodriguez in action again. Man, that's the entire arsenal there. I love the uppercuts, too, because it's a difficult shot and the most dangerous punch to throw in boxing because you have to be careful when you throw it. Ask Buster Douglas about that. Look at those shots. Wow.
Victorious the first time around.
Claro, amiga, que esto no grabo,